Hello, friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Linux Tutorial, and here we'll be learning about the Linux PS command. So even though what you see is PS in uppercase, in reality, the command is typed in lowercase. Okay, so let's just look at what PS does, just so you can have it is actually used to, let me just put it in here. So the PS command is used to view running processes, of course, in your Linux system, and it shows what programs are currently active on your system. So it may also show processes that are not currently running, okay, as suggested above, okay. And on top of that, it can help you to check if, okay, it's already been stated that it checks if a program is running. It will let you, it will tell you the process ID of a running process. This is a PID. You will see it later on. And it is one of the commands being used to help a Linux engineer or an IT guy in doing troubleshooting. Okay, so let's just look at a couple of examples and then let me just clear this so it's clean. There are a couple of ways of using the PS command, and that is with the use of options, of course, as you have learned in the other commands we have covered in previous videos. So here in talking about the PS command, we can go with the basic. If you just type the PS command, of course, it depends on the Linux system or Unix system you're using, but we will just go through what is generic. Okay, so PS without any options. PS means process status, if I'm not mistaken. So if you type PS, it will show you the processes for the current terminal session only. Okay, so if I type that, it will show me two lines of entry there. Of course, the topmost is the column heading. You can look at this PID is process ID or process identifier. TTY is it goes long way back and it points to a company called Teletype. But TTY refers to the terminal. Okay, so this could be, not could be, but these are the identifiers of the terminal I'm using. Okay, again, PID, process ID, terminal, and then the time, okay, that it has been running, and the command itself. So that means the process, this particular process called bash, has been running for, it hasn't been running. That's why it's all zeros in there. Okay, so that's the first way of using the PS command without any options, and it will, as the comment here shows, it will show you process for the current terminal or session only. Okay, let me just clear that. And if we say PS-E, sorry, this will, let me just cancel this and I will paste here what is it is doing. So PS-E will show all processes, okay? Again, including those that are not running. So you can see there's a lot of processes in there. But if you look under the time, they're all in zeros. That's in the hour, minute, second denomination, and they're all in zeros because that means that particular process, in this case, System D journal, snap fuse, etc. They are not running. They have not been running from start from the time I started the Linux system. Okay, so again, if we go by the column headings, PID is the process ID or process identifier of this particular process here, and TTY is the terminal. Time is the duration it has been up, it has been running, that process, and CMD means the command. So this command here can be really a command or it can be a script which is running. In general, it's just simply referred to as a process. Okay, so that is PS-E. Okay, so you can take a look at that. You can if you have a local environment which has Linux in it, then you can practice these usages of the PS command. Okay. Finally, we will look at this is the most commonly used, in my opinion, of all the variations. of the PS command. This is probably one of the most commonly used in troubleshooting or just checking, doing a health check of your system, of your Linux system. So PS-EF. Again, PS refers to process status, and E, I'm not so sure, it could mean extended, something like detailed. Okay, so in fact, what the PSEF does is, I will just paste it for your so that you can remember it more clearly. So it's for showing a detailed view or a detailed output of the running or even those that are not running processes. Okay, so PS hyphen EF. Okay, so you can see it's much more detailed than the two previous options of PS that we have shown. Okay, so again, here is the first time you're seeing the column heading called UID. UID is the user ID or the owner of this process. So in here, okay, UID is user ID or owner. Again, PID is the process ID, is the process identifier of this one. And PPID is a parent process ID. I'll tell about it later on. C is CPU usage. Okay. And S time is start time, the time when it started running. TTY, of course, the terminal. And time is the duration, okay, or CPU time used, the duration of time that the CPU has been used for that particular process. All right. So finally, again, CMD refers to command, and it may be a command, it may be a script, but in general, it's referring to a process. All right. Now, going back to this PPID, you already know the PID is a process identifier, which refers to the unique identifier of the corresponding processor. For instance, if this is 112, it would be referring to this process over here. The whole thing, it's a process. Okay, but the PPID is a parent process ID, meaning before let's say if you look at this one, before this PID 109 was ever run, the PID 1, this is parent, this one was run first, and then only after that the 109 was run. That's the meaning of the PPID or parent process ID. This is important in troubleshooting, especially when this PS command is important when there is a slowness in the performance of our system, or maybe we have a zombie process. You will get to know about that in some other video. Process that has been running, but it's not, it's showing us running, but it's already in the zombie state, meaning it's safe to terminate that, or in the terms of Linux or Unix, it's called kill. So this is one of the usages of the PS command. Monitor the processes, see the system health, and if there are any contention for resources and such, then it gives the system administrator the option or options, which one or which ones of the processes to be terminated using some other command like kill. And the PSEF is usually used in tandem with another command, which I will show you later on in another video, because that is in line with a previous video I've covered, which is about Linux command pipelines or piping. Okay, thank you for watching. You have learned about PS in this brief video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.